Hey YouTube, Lucas Sugar here. Now, I'm really sorry that I was not able to make a review this week. I did see a movie on Sunday, but since it was Oscar day, I really did not have much time to fully put together a review. I saw Hot Tub Time Machine 2, and if you want to know what I thought of it, it wasn't really that good. I gave it a D+. Wasn't the greatest movie on earth. And last week I also saw, besides Kingsman, which I reviewed, I saw The Last 5 Years. I thought that was fantastic, and not really fantastic. That was a good movie, but the singing was fantastic. I gave it a B minus. And 50 Shades of Grey gets I mean, it's 50 Shades of Grey. What else did you expect? Now, most movie fans know that the Oscars were last night. And I had a pretty good time watching the Oscars. I thought it was pretty entertaining. A pretty good Oscars award ceremony. I have all the nominations right here. And I will get ready to tell you all of them. And I can even tell you which ones I predicted right or wrong. But I'm not really going to talk about like best documentary, best short subject documentary, all that stuff. Sorry. But anyway, let's begin. With best sound editing, there was American Sniper, Birdman, Hobbit, Interstellar, and Unbroken. All these were pretty good. I guessed American Sniper, and American Sniper did win. Very well deserved. I thought if I had to pick it, I would have picked American Sniper out of all those nominations. Birdman, I don't really think there was a huge struggle as much for sound editing for Birdman as there was with American Sniper. Hobbit, I can understand why it was there, but wasn't really that good. Interstellar, probably my second best favorite for that one. And Unbroken, I guess those were good, but I really like Unbroken. So, now next, sound mixing, which was American Sniper, Birdman, Interstellar, Unbroken, and Whiplash. I was really anything that Whiplash was nominated for, I just wanted to win so badly. And luckily, Whiplash won Best Sound Mixing, which was definitely well deserved. More than any of the other nominations in this category, Whiplash absolutely deserved it. And thank God it won an Oscar. And two more, which I'll get to later. But anyway, which I guessed sound editing and sound mixing both correct. So two for me. Best makeup and hairstyling. The nominees were Foxcatcher, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I was really surprised that there were only three. I was like, are you really? Are you kidding me? But oh well, I guessed Foxcatcher, but I guessed wrong. It was the Grand Budapest Hotel, which I was like, there's nothing really impressive with makeup or hairstyling for Grand Budapest Hotel. I think it should have been Foxcatcher. Also, I wanted Foxcatcher to win something, but it didn't. Because it was my second favorite movie of the year, number one being Whiplash. But I was kind of mad that they did that. I'm like, because there are a lot of things that Grand Budapest won, like two things. This is one out of the two. I really didn't think it should have won. I liked Grand Budapest and all, but no. Best visual effects. Captain America, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Guardians of the Galaxy, Interstellar, and X-Men Days of Future Past. Basically the big subject for all the blockbusters to be nominated for. The blockbusters can get an Oscar nomination, surprisingly. And Interstellar was the winner, which I predicted, and I was glad that it won. Also, just because I was glad it at least got one Oscar win. I thought Dawn of the Planet of the Apes maybe deserved it a tiny bit more, but what are you going to do? I was really happy that Interstellar won. I liked Interstellar more than Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I just thought the effects were a little better. You know what I'm saying? But Best Original Song. Everything is Awesome from the Lego Movie. I can't remember the name of the song from Beyond the Lights or Glenn Campbell, I'll Be Me. I'm sorry. Glory from Selma and Lost Stars from Begin Again. Now, I guess Glory for Selma, and it did win. I'm happy that it won, but there was still part of me that wanted Lost Stars to win because, like, well, I have the movie with me because I have some Blu-rays with me for the big Oscar contenders. I loved Begin Again. I own Begin Again on Blu-ray. That's why I really wanted to win. I love Lost Stars. I will listen to the Begin Again soundtrack nonstop. Great soundtrack. But the performance of Glory at the Oscars was absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. And I'm happy that it won. That Selma at least got one Oscar win. Which I was really, really happy about. Because I really liked Selma. And now, which I guess Glory, so another one for me. Best Original Score, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, Interstellar, Mr. Turner, and The Theory of Everything. Out of all these, I'm like, okay, Interstellar should win. Like, no question. It's Hans Zimmer, for fuck's sake. He deserves it. But, of course, I thought they were going to give it to Theory of Everything. I was about to get really mad, but they gave it to the Grand Budapest Hotel. This is the second one where I was mad. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Grand Budapest Hotel did not have a really, really good score. In my opinion, when I would have chosen for best score, for like two of them I could have picked, weren't even nominated. Gone Girl and Under the Skin. Under the Skin, they're the best soundtrack of the year. Not soundtrack, the best score of the year. Had an amazing score, and it should have been nominated. It pissed me off that it wasn't. And they gave it to Grand Budapest Hotel. I mean, I really, really liked Grand Budapest Hotel. I own it on Blu-ray. I liked it. I'm really surprised the Academy loved this movie so much. I thought it was good, don't get me wrong. I own it on Blu-ray. Of course I'm going to like it. I'm more surprised because first, it was released in April. So, like, it was really, really early release. I remember I got the Blu-ray, like, in, I think, June. I got the Blu-ray, so it's really, really early. But what are you going to do? I thought the score was okay for Grand Budapest. I just really don't think that it should have won, especially compared to the Interstellar soundtrack, which was awesome. Anyway, let's go to both costume design and production design because Grand Budapest won both of those, which I predicted, and Grand Budapest does deserve those. Which the other nominees for costumes were Inherent Vice, Into the Woods, Maleficent, and Mr. Turner. I only saw Into the Woods. I did not see Inherent Vice. I did not see Maleficent. I did not see Mr. Turner. Oh, whoops. Production design, Imitation Game, Interstellar, Into the Woods, and Mr. Turner. I didn't see Mr. Turner, but probably wasn't as good. Grand Budapest Hotel deserved it. Now, best film editing, American Sniper, Boyhood, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, and Whiplash. And this was the one that I really, really hardcore wanted Whiplash to win because Tom Cruise deserved that fucking Oscar. Hallelujah, Whiplash won best editing. Hallelujah. Thank God. Tom Cruise edited one of the best edited movies that I've ever seen, in my opinion. A terrifically edited movie. It was definitely hard to edit something like that. You know how hard that is? To edit like a bunch of music put together? That's going to be fucking difficult. And he did it. And it was successful. And it was freaking awesome. Okay, thank you, Tom Cruise, for editing a fucking awesome movie. Now, next is Best Cinematography, which was Birdman, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Ida, Mr. Turner, and Unbroken. I was really surprised that they had Ida nominated. First of all, because I don't really think I've really seen much of a foreign movie being nominated. I haven't really given praise for a huge foreign movie in the Oscars, besides Amore, that came out a few years ago. But I thought it was stupid, and also just because I wanted Gone Girl to be nominated for Best Cinematography. Gone Girl didn't get shit. Just got Best Actress. Didn't get any other Oscar nomination. Gone Girl is one of my favorite movies of the year. And sorry, because I didn't make an Oscar nomination video, so I have to rant a little bit about this now. But I was really sad that Gone Girl did not get any Oscar nominations. I was really, really mad. But what are you going to do? Now, what won Best Cinematography was Birdman, which from this category, well-deserved. Birdman deserved it, and I was really, really happy about that. Now, next, let's talk about foreign language film for a second. I've only heard of two of them. I only heard of Ida and Leviathan. I haven't seen either one of them, but I can watch Ida on Netflix, but I haven't really done it yet. I probably will eventually, but I heard Leviathan was fantastic. But Ida won. I predicted. Let's move on. Best animated film, in my eyes. In my eyes. Let me grab this Blu-ray because I forgot to grab this one. I'll be right back. But what I would have picked for animated movie of the year was Lego Movie! Why wasn't Lego Movie nominated? In my opinion, the Lego Movie was the best animated film of 2014. And you don't nominate it? Are you fucking kidding? At least you nominated it for Best Song. At least it gets one Oscar nod. But you pick fucking Box Trolls over the Lego Movie. Go fuck yourself, Academy. I think this was the snub I was like most pissed about. Well, maybe second for Jake Gyllenhaal not being nominated for Best Actor or David Oyelowo not being nominated for Best Actor. But God, Lego Movie was so good. Why didn't you give this Best Animated Film? It's Best Animated Film in my eyes, Lego Movie. So, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, if you're watching this, you actually were the Best Animated Film of the year. Fuck the Academy. Fuck them. Kidding, they give us a good award show. They work hard, but why don't you give it this? Damn it. But overall, Big Hero 6 won, which I was really happy about. It's what I wanted to win, because Big Hero 6 was my second favorite animated movie of 2014. Not How to Train Your Dragon 2. I loved How to Train Your Dragon 2. Do not get me wrong. I just didn't like it as much as a lot of other people did. From what I've heard from a lot of other critics, a lot of critics loved it. And a lot of YouTube critics loved it. It was like at the top of their list. And I was really surprised about that. But I liked Lego Movie and Big Hero 6 a hell of a lot better than How to Train Your Dragon 2. But Big Hero 6, I was really happy about that. Best Adapted Screenplay, the nominees were American Sniper, The Imitation Game, Inherent Vice, On the Theory of Everything, and Whiplash. I really wanted Whiplash to win. I'm like, okay, if it doesn't win, I can understand why it didn't win. But I predicted it was going to be The Imitation Game, and it was The Imitation Game, which I thought was well-deserved. It had a fantastic screenplay. I love The Imitation Game. I had such a great time watching it. I really thought it was a great movie, and I can understand why it won. I'm really happy that it won Best Adapted Screenplay. Maybe I thought American Sniper could have deserved it a bit more, in my opinion. Then again, it's my opinion only. But I'm really happy Imitation Game won. And Best Original Screenplay, Birdman, Boyhood, Foxcatcher, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and Nightcrawler. I really wanted Nightcrawler to become a dark horse and win Best Original Screenplay. I would have been so happy if that happened, but of course it didn't. I was a little upset about it, but oh well. What are you gonna do? And now Birdman was the winner, and I was really, really happy about that. Birdman's screenplay was absolutely fantastic. It deserved it. I'm glad it won. Now for Best Supporting Actress, Patricia Arquette in Boyhood, Laura Dern in Wild, Keira Knightley in The Imitation Game, Emma Stone in Birdman, and Meryl Streep in Into the Woods. Now, first, Meryl Streep, why are you nominated? I'm kidding. She was great in Into the Woods. I loved Into the Woods, by the way. I didn't get a chance to review it, but I thought it was really good. But Patricia Arquette won, which everyone predicted. The acting category was so easy this year. I picked all of them in like a second. They were so easy to predict. And I was really happy that Patricia Arquette won. She was absolutely fantastic in Boyhood. She definitely deserved it more than anyone else in the category. Especially you, Meryl Streep. We're so mean to Meryl Streep. She's such a phenomenal actress, but since she gets nominated so much, we get sick of it. But Patricia Arquette was absolutely phenomenal in Boyhood. She was such a believable character, and I loved every single second that she was on screen in that movie. It was one of my favorite parts about Boyhood. And so she definitely deserved it. Best Supporting Actor, there was Robert Duvall in The Judge, Edward Norton in Birdman, Ethan Hawke in Boyhood, Mark Ruffalo in Foxcatcher, and J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. I was really thinking, I swear to God, if you do not give it to J.K. Simmons, I will fucking kill you. And thank God they gave it to J.K. Simmons for Whiplash, which I predicted, but I was always a tiny bit afraid that they just weren't going to give it to him, and I was going to be really, really upset. And so I'm really, really happy that J.K. Simmons won. He gave such a great speech. Call your mom, call your father. I loved it. I love J.K. Simmons. I'm so happy that he won Best Supporting Actor. Now we're moving on to Best Actress. Marion Cotillard for 2 Days, One Night. Felicity Jones from The Theory of Everything. Julianne Moore for Still Alice. Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl. And Reese Witherspoon for Wild. Now, what I thought that Rosamund Pike kind of deserved it a bit more than Julianne Moore did. I saw both movies. I thought they both were fantastic in their roles, but I just thought Rosamund Pike should have taken it. But I am really, really happy for Julianne Moore winning for Still Alice, because she's been nominated so many times, hasn't gotten shit, and she's one of the greatest actresses in the world, in my opinion. I'm really glad she finally got an Oscar. So, oh well, Rosamund Pike will get another nomination and hopefully win eventually. She's a great actress. And I thought that Julianne Moore, you were great in Still Alice, and congratulations for your first Oscar. Proud of you. Now, for Best Actor, we have Steve Carell for Foxcatcher, Bradley Cooper in American Sniper, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game, Michael Keaton in Birdman, and Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything. Now, I was really upset that either David Oyelowo or Jake Gyllenhaal were not nominated for Best Actor. Pissed me off. If anyone else could take off, it would probably be Benedict Cumberbatch. He was good, but not that good. I really, really, really wanted Michael Keaton to win, but of course they fucking gave it to Eddie Redmayne. Of course. But congratulations. He was great in The Theory of Everything. I just really wanted Michael Keaton to win Best Actor. Damn it. I was so pissed. But oh well, he was really happy. He was adorable. It was so funny when he won. It was so really, really funny. He was so happy. I was happy for him. So congratulations to Eddie Redmayne for winning, because it's probably the only role he'll ever get a nomination for after judging him from Jupiter Ascending. Best Director, Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu for Birdman, Richard Linklater for Boyhood, Bennett Miller for Foxcatcher, Wes Anderson for Grand Budapest Hotel, and Morton Tildum for The Imitation Game. Now, if anything that Boyhood deserved, it deserved Best Director, in my opinion. Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu winning for Birdman, I thought was great. I'm happy for him that he won. But if anything that Boyhood deserved to win, I really wanted Richard Linklater to win for Boyhood. In my opinion, if it was my choice, I would have given him Best Director. If I had my own Oscars, I would give Richard Linklater Best Director, because I think that Richard Linklater deserved it. I love Richard Linklater. He's a great director, great guy. And so I was really hoping that he was going to win, but oh well. I don't think he'll ever get another Oscar nomination for Best Director after this. He's gotten screenplay nods, but I don't really think he ever will ever again. Sorry, Richard Linklater. And now, finally, Best Picture. We have American Sniper, Birdman, Boyhood, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything, and Whiplash. Now, of course, Whiplash, I wanted to win. I knew it wasn't going to stand a chance, but if they said Best Picture goes to Whiplash, I would have gone nuts. I would have screamed. I would have been so happy, but of course it didn't. But originally, I thought it was going to be between these three movies. One of them got me shot by. I thought it was going to be either Boyhood, Birdman, or surprisingly, for some reason, I thought they were going to give it to Grand Budapest Hotel for some random reason. I don't know why. But it went to Birdman! Woo! I was shocked. I'll be honest. I was like, there were part of me that did think, yeah, Birdman could win. But I really did think that was going to be Boyhood. It was pretty much a clash between these two. A huge clash between these two movies. And boom. Birdman, you got it. And I know it was, Boyhood was higher on my list. But I thought that Birdman topped Boyhood, even though I love Boyhood to death. A great, great, great movie. But, God, Birdman was an absolutely fantastic movie. And when I first saw it, I really didn't think they were going to give it Best Picture, and they did, so I'm really, really happy for that, and I'm glad that it won Best Picture. Overall, good Oscars. Very shocked. Very shocked. And that's one of the first times that I had not predicted the right choice for Best Picture. I predicted Boyhood, so I'm shocked. I'm happy, but I'm shocked. So that was on my review of the Oscars, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm Lucas Stringer. I'll see you guys later.